This is a HeadGum podcast.
Gather round! I like that! Yeah!
Yes! Mess around.
Mess around!
That's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh!
All day. Mess around. All night. Look at that.
They messing around.
Hello.
Welcome back. Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Homecoming. That's what the name of this episode is called. 604 Homecoming. This is a very special episode because we take a little trip to New York. And I remember during this time, it was a really, really big deal because we were doing a crossover episode with Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, so they came into our episode, and this is the episode. And then we went into their episode.
Not all of us, though.
Not all of us. Exactly. I didn't.
Yeah, neither did
Some
I.
of us hopped over and went in that episode. You guys can rewatch this episode, of course, on Hulu. And you can watch new episodes of The Mess Around every Sunday, 2 days early on Hulu. So this episode, season 6, episode 4, I mean, it really is like one of my holy trinities. Matt Fussfeld and Alex Cuthbertson wrote it. Two of my favorite human beings in the world. I talk to them all the time. And directed by the Trent O'Donnell. I mean, what a great episode.
Yeah.
From Da Boys. Da Boys.
Da Boys. Okay, listen, it's a crossover episode. Everybody travels to New York to see Schmidt receive an alumni award from his high school.
Also, can we just say this whole episode is shot in L.A.? Just so you guys know.
Yeah,
we never went to New York. We never shot a scene in New York. Never been to New York. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is also just shot in L.A. So
Shot in L.A. It's not New York.
Oh.
And it's not long before they find themselves in the Brooklyn Nine-Nine universe, where Jess, Nick, and Winston cross paths with characters from the 2010s era Fox sitcom. Fun fact, this episode connects to Brooklyn Nine-Nine's The Night Shift episode, airing back to back on the same night. That's right, they aired back to back, completing a 2-part crossover event. But only Jess was in the Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode. Yeah, but we have a lot. We had a lot of characters in ours. Anyway. Oh, also another fun fact, Nassim plays Andy Samberg's sister in an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Damon Wayans Jr. played a cop on an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So make all that make sense.
yeah, it didn't. There was all sorts of weird things, and we're like, how are they going to address it? And they just didn't. And you know what? No one had any questions.
Because it's not real, folks.
Yeah, everybody was fine.
It's not real.
Not even something that people, when they talk to you in the street, did they bring up this episode with their issues with the continuity of all of this?
Yeah.
Everybody was chill.
Guys, it's not real.
It's fine.
Okay, the gang is in New York, right?
Gang is in New York.
Why? Because Schmidt has been chosen as Fitzgerald High's Distinguished Alum of the Year. I've in my high school, I'm in the Hall of Fame, so I'm one of the distinguished alumni at my college. So just decided to put that out there. And no, it was not a. Yeah.
Can I tell you something that's kind of cool right now? I went to UBC, University of British Columbia. Shout out to my university. And they are doing something right now where they have gotten 124 something crazy of the most famous alumni that have ever graduated from my university. And they're doing it bracket system, voting who is the most famous alumni that ever went to UBC. And, we have astronauts, prime ministers. I mean, and right now I'm still in it. We're down to final 32 or something.
Who else is in it? Who else has went to this school?
Justin Trudeau's in it. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people that are in it.
Do you personally know Justin Trudeau? Oh, okay.
I do. I did. I don't.
You
now.
did know him, but now you don't.
Well, I knew him before he was prime minister. I met him, and he was cool, and we were friends. And then, I moved to LA, and it's not like we kept in touch.
Oh, you
or
didn't keep in touch.
I should say I knew him.
That's nice.
Yeah, we don't keep in touch.
I would keep in touch. He's a hunk. He is handsome.
He's doing great though. Looks like he's living such a nice life now, where he's just sort of
Chilling.
did the thing and honored my father's footsteps and created my own legacy. And now I'm just gonna go to
Is that what he's
Coachella.
doing? Isn't he dating Katy Perry or something?
Yeah, he's with Katy Perry at Coachella, just eating French fries and watching shows, and I love this life for him.
That's
Happy for
my guy.
Justin.
That's
He
my
might
guy.
beat me though as the most famous alumni, and
He
that would be
might.
like
He might.
not
The
great.
Katy Perry Association might put him over the edge.
Yeah, who knows?
Hannah, we got to do something.
I got the Lamorne Morris Association though. Yeah, you gotta push this. I'm gonna tag you in my next post for it. You gotta push it out on yours and be like, listen, let's help Hannah.
Wait, have you posted? Have you posted for the votes on this one?
Yeah, I posted because they tag me and they're like,
Oh, let me post. I gotta. Hey, folks, let's go. Hey, guys, let's really push this. Let's make sure Hannah is numero uno from UBC. You know,
here's
not
the
to be
deal. If I
confused with
win
UCP.
this, I will go back to UBC. I will host the whole award show. Lamorne will come.
Hey.
It'll be great.
Hey, I'll be there. I'll be there with my Canadian colors on. My Canadian.
That's right. Full BMO outfit. Hand me the
Come
award.
on.
It's gonna
You
be
know
great.
it. You know it.
We've planned this all out. UBC, are you listening? Okay, so anyway, so Schmidt
Mhm.
has been chosen as Fitzgerald's High's Distinguished Alum of the Year, which I think he later finds out is a bit of a scam.
Yes.
And they're in New York, and Jess has a strategy for surviving the city. This is such a me thing to do, by the way. I come up all the time with acronyms that actually don't make helpful words. Hers is PADFUNT. Positivity always, decency forever, understanding no trouble. So long. It's just
that's
so many
terrible.
words.
That's terrible. She says that's how Cece's going to survive a weekend with Schmidt's mom, Louise.
Played by the incredible Nora Dunn.
Oh
Love
my
Nora
gosh.
Dunn.
I love the dynamic between you two. As we'll dive into it more later, but it definitely makes sense.
It explains so much about Schmidt.
Oh, 100%.
When she's like, kiss your brother. I want to kiss my brother. The dog.
Now, when they get there, Winston and Nick, they plan to take a cab downtown to find an extravagant lunch because they are apparently men of means.
Oh man, this storyline.
Listen,
This
Schmidt reminds them
storyline.
that the only one Baldwin brother could afford New York City, so men of means do not equal Winston plus Nick. Now, Schmidt, Cece, Jess, and Louise, they arrive in Long Island. They're at Louise's house, Schmidt's childhood home, and they sip on some Crystal Light, of course. It doesn't take long to remind us that Louise is, she a bit much. Let's just
She's
say.
a lot.
She a lot.
Somebody is infringing on the love of her baby boy.
That's right.
She doesn't
And
like it.
The standoff is amazing between Cece and Louise. Both competing to be number one. My favorite line, I'm not sure if I'm jumping the gun on this one, was when she was like, I'll find an iron or something like that. No. What was it? Yeah, I think it was find an iron or something like that. She was like, do you know how to iron? Or I forget what it was. She had immediately clowned you for something. Like, do you know how to make tea or whatever it was?
It was. She was like, I'll press his pants. And she's like, I don't want to press his pants. Do you?
Yeah.
It was so like, oh my goodness gracious.
I'm gonna go wardrobe prep for tonight and press my suit.
I'll press it.
Or I can press it.
Can you though?
I
Out the
will
gate.
say there needs to be like, it's not a firmly established thing in American culture as it is in other cultures where like the matriarch is the matriarch. And if you are the new daughter in the family,
Yeah.
you know what it is.
You gotta let mom do mom. You're right. You're not. Here's the thing. He doesn't get that much time with his mom. So when you go home, let the mom be a mom still.
That's
Don't
what
be
I'm
like,
saying.
"This is
I was
my
like,
job." It's not your
Cece
job.
also needs to dial it back right now.
Right, because you're also in her house.
Yeah, and that is her baby. I'm sorry, but it is.
So
Just
now
like
when you're back
LeBron
at,
has his baby.
that's right. Now, if Louise comes to Cece and Schmidt's home, then Cece runs the home.
Yeah.
You gotta just let it happen.
Respect the rules.
Yeah. Even though she's being a bit rude about it, I'm with Louise on this one.
Me too.
Now we're back. We're back to our men of means.
Yeah, and they're
Winston
just
Nick.
like dropping cash. What is it, 80% tip
Yeah.
on their third lobster? Like they're being the most.
They're doing a lot. Although I do love lobster, and I do love a good tip. Pause. Whoa, that's crazy. Now they're in good spirits, right?
Mhm.
Until they learn that they're both out of money, and neither one of them could cover train fare. Now, when they get up there, they see a guy, playing the drums. One of the bucket guys.
Yeah.
and they drop $5 in there.
Yeah.
It's the last $5 they got.
Yeah.
Now they can't afford $4.
Then they quickly realize that they don't have the money to just buy the train fare. That
That's
was
right.
their last $5. And now they have to see if they can creatively get that $5 back out of the bucket.
My favorite moment of this is when
Oh, no. I know what your favorite moment is. It's mine too.
I improvised this moment when I was just like, let me try. I say, yo, black man, brother, black man.
How you doing, black man? Black man, how you doing?
And Jake improvised right afterwards. Let me give it a try. Black man.
Black man, my brother.
No.
That's my favorite moment of the whole episode because in real time, when I said it, I thought it would be so good if Jake immediately did it right after, and he just did it right afterwards. So we were very much so in tune on that bit. And
The
that's
quickness with which you grabbed his body is
Yeah.
also the funniest thing. You're like, that's enough.
Nope,
You did it
nope.
perfectly, but I have
Yeah.
to stop you.
Yeah. And like that's one of my favorite things about Jake is that he always understands the game when
Mm-hmm.
you're improvising. Like he understands the game so well. He knows what bit you're trying to go for and he'll help cap it. He can set you up. He can close it. Like
This is what I
Yeah.
talk to people about when they're like, what does chemistry mean
Mhm.
between actors? It's that thing. It's
Oh, yeah.
exactly that. It's finding the joy in how somebody else is going to push something a little bit further or try something. You find joy in it, and now you're going to go and help them get it across the line, right?
I mean, yeah,
It's the greatest thing, but that's human chemistry to be delighted by somebody else.
Yeah, it makes it fun. It makes it
Yeah.
fun.
People confuse it and they always think it's like a romantic chemistry. And I'm like, no, it's like just human synergy of like really getting each other.
Yeah. Oh,
And
100%.
you can feel it. You can feel it on screen. You cannot lie about it, which is why they do all those chem tests and chem reads for actors before shows to be like,
Yeah.
do these two people delight in each other?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's such a funny bit.
yeah, the audition process for the show, as you all know, very grueling one.
Yep.
Okay, so Schmidt opens the homecoming package from his high school. He's excited, but that changes quickly because he realizes that there are 100 honorees, and he realizes this isn't an honor. This is a freaking shakedown.
Yeah.
This is not something special. You know what I mean? Unlike mine was very special. It wasn't a shakedown at all. They love me over there. Shout out to Glenbard South High School. They love me so much, and I love them back. Shout out to all the alumni. Anyway,
Especially UBC alumni. We love you so much.
we love UBC alumni.
We love UBC alumni.
We love you a lot. Now, this hits him.
Yeah.
You know, the Alumni Association is talking about the same people who were jerks to him back in high school, and they would do the exact same crap. So it makes sense to him. We go to so he sprints up to his room to listen to Dookie on cassette. Naturally, of course, that's what he does. And I love when he gets to his room. This is my brother's room now, which is her dog.
And just Nora Dunn's reaction when she realized, she's like, oh no, I forgot to tell him we gave it to his brother.
Oh God, his brother.
Oh,
is
that's
crazy.
the other joke that's from the top of this episode when Cece's trying to get in with the mom and she's like, I'll kiss him. She's like, that would be disgusting. That's your husband's brother.
brother.
Your delivery is so good.
Oh my gosh. Now Jess is wondering if there would be anything that would make Schmidt feel better, because we start this moment by Luis and Cece both trying to get his attention through the door. It's not working.
Not working.
It's not working. But Jess, all she does is repeat his name over and over and over again until finally he gives it.
Schmidt, 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 Schmidt.
And he wants Schmiegelman's. It's his favorite deli, says Luis. It's great. But what's the other one called? It's okay. It's fine. It's
Mr.
fine.
Lang's or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they bicker over who's going to go get the soup. You could never get the soup. There's another like whole territorial battle that happens. And Jess is like the peacemaker. So she's like, I'll go get the soup. And Louise is like, there's no way you're going to be able to handle this.
Yeah.
And she needs to also borrow Louise's car. And she says she'll take very good care of it. And then when we get to this scene in the deli, holy moly, have I a story for you. Okay. Have I story for you?
That's what you said. That's what you said, Hannah.
I'm talking too fast. When I get
Hannah.
excited, I realize I skip where I'm like a kid.
Hannah, do you smell toast right now? We got to check on you.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're back in the subway and the drummer leaves and Winston gets an idea.
Mm-hmm.
This is so funny because you've seen it in big cities where they do this, where the buildup is so long.
Yeah.
They do the anticipatory buildup for so long and try to build the whole crowd. And by the time they do anything, half of the people have left, but then you feel bad and be like, well, it must be good. So you do drop something in. It's the craziest scheme.
Oh, yeah. You know,
But the
you're
boys
trying
try
to,
it.
You have to do it. You have to do it. And like I'm going like Grandmaster Flash. That's basically what it was like an old school hip hop, like, oh, come on, everybody, gather around. And because I've seen this before. This is my favorite group of people on the street, but they usually end up I've seen it before where they've got the crowd so hyped. There are 100 people circling. They're taking the money, before the trick. And then the guy just runs and does a front flip.
Right.
I'd be like, bruh, we knew you knew how to do our front flip. I
For
thought you
sure.
was about to jump over the crowd or something.
Yeah.
You know, and there have been times where they're hyping up so much that I've walked away.
For me too.
I've been like,
Because I'm like, there's no way. We're in a Family Guy territory. You've pushed past the comfort level now. And now
Yeah.
what are we doing?
it's
You're
ridiculous.
just getting the biggest crowd, and there's no way you could live up to this hype, I guess is what my
Yeah.
brain clicks in. It's like, there's no way.
And
But
it's-
you know what?
and
I still put money in the cup. I still do.
Oh yeah, I'll leave some money, but that's their point. That's all they care about. If they
Sure.
could not do a trick, then great.
It's
Which
a
is
win.
what's happening here between these two dumbasses, and improvised. You know, I remember the note was just stall and like do bits and stall and do bits, and so that's basically what we did most of that scene. Obviously, the lines that pop in between there are scripted, but I want to say if you go back and read the script, a lot of it was just like they stall and improvise, I think.
Yeah.
Now the crowd is gathering, and then Winston, he pulls the trash can over like he about to do something with the trash can, but he doesn't know what to do next, so he just keeps stalling the crowd. There's a train announcement on the speaker, right? The people start to leave. So instinctively, they just start dropping change in a cup, even though they did nothing,
Yep.
which is the hope. And so they get this idea that we could keep doing this.
They made 72 cents and they are thrilled.
Well, think about it. They only need $4.50, right?
That's right.
So
You gotta
you
wait
get-
for like 4 or 5 trains
I mean,
and we'll
hey,
get there. We'll inch up
Hey.
there.
They could have figured out something. I don't know what they were going to do, but they could have figured out something.
Something.
I know.
Sing. Winston
Sing
can
some-
sing. The
Meanwhile-
deli.
The deli, go ahead.
The deli. I'm telling you, so I went and shot Super Troopers 3 in Boston. And I'd never been to Boston before. By the way, it's coming out August 7th. Please go. Theaters. If you like to
Hey.
laugh. If you like to laugh and giggle, it's going to be a crazy one. But I will say, it's not a deli story, but it's like their bakeries. In Little Italy, they have these bakeries where you get your, cannolis and all this stuff. And it was exactly that scene in there. There was like 15 different lines. Everybody's running in and out. Everybody's yelling at everybody, and it's organized chaos. But if you go in and you don't know what the rules are,
Right.
you're just like, I just want to buy one of those donuts.
right.
And everybody's annoyed, and you're getting kind of knocked around, and you're trying to get in the line. And one woman just took like pity on me, and she was like, "Just come stand with me." And like let me kind of like go through the line with her because I was so out of sorts. But let me tell you, the food was delicious.
Yeah.
So-
That's why I don't like the East Coast sometimes when they act that way. Be like, I get it. Everybody in a hurry, but then I'm new here. I don't know. There's a rule to ordering a sandwich, bro. Chill.
That's the thing. There was so many rules. It was so I remember I asked for something and I got like wrong line, and I was just like, "Well, you want me to go back to the? Can you reach and grab?" I got so scared too. You're so scared they're gonna just like snatch your food back out of your hand.
I know.
It was fun though. I went back there. Love Boston. Love Boston.
We
that
love
deli.
Boston so much. Although I hate what they're doing to Jaylen Brown. Anyway, shout out to the Celtics, but damn, man, damn. Anyway, yeah, I love this moment when she's just sitting there confused. She's getting in the wrong line. She's getting bumped. She's getting pushed around. She's so confused. She's
the mom with the baby's like, "Don't touch me."
Yeah.
Like she's just, And then she finally snaps.
She snaps. Somebody cuts in line.
She matches the energy is what she does.
No, she goes above and beyond the energy.
Yeah,
she's
just like, listen.
Off.
1 large special soup now.
No, not today. She because this guy kind of like jumped her and said that was her fault or whatever. And she just yells, "I'm next. I want the special soup." And she gets it.
Yep.
And now she's like on it. She's like, I get it. I get the city. I get the rhythm. I get how we fix things. I get how we do things. And I had told, she calls, Schmidt, and she's like, I've had an epiphany. The city's a jungle. You got to be a lion. You got to go to the homecoming. You got to grab the mic and you got to roast these fools and let them know you know what's up. And she's just like, all like, I got all the answers.
Mm-hmm. Now she's driving. She's driving back to Luis's house. But she gets stopped by Andy Samberg, a.k.a. Detective Jake Peralta. Again, this is a crossover, so we had to have him in it. He tells her he needs to commandeer the vehicle. And, now we're over in the Brooklyn Nine-Nine world. He immediately crashes her car.
And spills the soup.
All over the dashboard. It's all over the place. She doesn't know what to do. And he's just like, hey, listen, you should go to the 99th precinct and they'll help sort everything out. Reddit comment. Funny story. In Italy, both Nick Miller and Jake Peralta have the same voice actor. So in this New Girl episode, they had to change Jake's voice to not make confusion.
Hysterical. Have you ever had people who do our voices, like the German version, the French version, ever reach out to you?
Yeah, Italian. He's reached out to me.
It's really cool.
It is really cool.
I was in Italy, I feel like, and it came on. And I was like, oh, I like my voice here.
Yeah, it was that.
Well, because everything is delivery. Like the joke is the delivery. And so it's not just like, you're just like dubbing the voice. You have to
be funny. Yeah. You gotta be a real performer in order to get because it still has to come off funny. It has to come off charismatic and all those things. So they crush it. They definitely crush it.
Yeah, it's really cool. But that's so funny that Brooklyn Nine-Nine and New Girl were on and both airing in Italy and both being dubbed. And this one actor was doing Andy and Jake. And what are the chances? Chelsea Peretti, then this scene. Chelsea Peretti's such a queen, man. Holy.
She's so good.
She's so funny. No matter what she does, you're immediately in.
Oh yeah. She was in game night with me. She was so, she's, again, her delivery is one of the best. They're back. They're like, I love that she's handing her the forms and just listing them off and yada, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
Waiver of something, liability release, yada da, da-dee da, and da.
So good. Anyway, we're back in the subway. Nick and Winston, they seem to be doing pretty well with the little busker routine. And then Joe Latruglio. Shout out Joe Latruglio. Love that dude, man. He's Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He approaches them with his son, and he's asking if they could use volunteer help. Because he's always dreamed of being a busker. And they're like, again, they're just going to stall a little bit, but the train announcement is different this time. It says all the trains are delayed, which means now they need a real plan because people are really gathering around. Meanwhile, Jess, she calls Cece from the police station to explain what happened, but there's a bigger problem than Luis's car. Schmidt is now prepping his alumni roast, and it's not good. It's not as bad. Like his in conclusion is, you're ugly, I make money. You just been roasted by the California kid. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I love that they wrote something that you can immediately know is bad and cringy no matter how he would approach it.
Yeah.
So we know there's a train wreck coming for him.
You're ugly, I make money. Anyway. Now we're back on the
We're
subway
back
platform.
at the subway. Mm.
They can't keep stalling. You know what I mean? They can't. This is happening. They stacked a bunch of stuff around the trash can. They got traffic cones. They got like, you know,
They
all
keep
kinds
building
of,
it higher and higher with weirder and weirder stuff, which is indicating there is going to be someone trying to jump and clear these items.
Right. Now they got to do it. They got to do it because even Joe Truglio's character, even he's like, "Are you stalling?" It's like, no,
Yeah.
no, we got this, and everybody's hyped for it. Everybody's hyped for it, and Winston's like, "It's looking like a jump.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go for it. We got to do it." And they're running. They're about to go for it, but Winston stumbles. But Nick, he keeps going, and he leaps in slow motion. I wanted him to clear it so bad.
Shout out to the stuntman there who grabbed the big yellow pylon and just held it over his face the entire time when he fell. So you didn't see that was definitely not a Mr. Jake Johnson.
Oh, no. Jake doesn't walk upstairs without a stunt person. And he jumps and he lands right on it. And Joe Truglio's character is like, that was great.
That's the thing. It's so funny. People, even if it's not great, are just like, you tried to do something. Here you go. Here's a buck. It works.
A buck. They gave him a lot of money. It looked like
they got
a couple
bunch.
of $100. I was like, damn.
No, they didn't get.
Now, at the police station, Captain Raymond Holt, this is, oh my God, he's so rest in peace to the legend, Andre Brower. He tells Jess that the car will be ready by morning. She doesn't fully trust him because she doesn't really trust anything about New York. And they had this great moment where, you know, he wants to know what her problem with the city is. And she's explaining that she's never had a good experience. Everything went wrong on the last trip. She realizes that this is that moment. This is the moment from the pilot. She was in New York. She comes home early.
That's why he wasn't expecting her.
That's right. Just to find out that he was cheating. And that's why she hates New York so much. I used to tell people, fun fact, I used to tell people that I did not like New York. And the reason I didn't like it is because I was really stressed out about my job when I was in New York.
Mm.
So I didn't necessarily like my job. I was going through a lot there. And so whenever I go back to visit, I go, I have a great time in New York. And I was like, oh, I just didn't like my job.
Sure. Can I just say something? Thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because the BET Awards just happened and they looked phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like the greatest time ever. And you used to work at BET.
Mm-hmm.
They should have you host it.
They don't call me. They don't even ask me to come to the show anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's because I talk about stuff like this and I go,
Well,
I didn't
they
like my
should.
job.
You guys can heal each other up. I'd like
I
to
don't
see you
know.
host it.
I would have
Be a
loved
part
to.
of it.
I would have loved to. But
Okay. All right, BET.
BET, when I was working there, did not find me very funny. So
Look who's laughing now.
they did not like your boy.
Okay. So she has this realization, right? Light bulb moment about why her relationship with New York is like how it is and is related to Spencer, who is the worst, disgusting, called having sex, making tacos. We hate Spencer.
We hate Spencer so much.
Yeah, and she realizes now New York wasn't kicking her ass. It was pushing her in the right direction to go back there and catch Spencer. And she's like, oh, man. And so all of that crazy ideas I had after having the epiphany were wrong. And Schmidt should not go and try to roast all of these people that are terrible. The roast, in fact, he should thank them for nudging him in the right direction because then he left. He moved to LA and he met all of his new friends and he found his wife and it should be a thank you. And the bullying in high school has pushed him to find his purpose. And Schmidt seems to hear what Jess says, but then he goes and grabs the mic and he just goes into the most cringy roast that's ever happened. And then he gets destroyed.
He gets destroyed. He does the whole thing. You're ugly, I make money. You got roasted by the California kid. And it However, Schmidt's former classmate, Marissa, she, who is indeed still the worst, she manages to taunt Schmidt and the whole crowd laughs at him again.
Yeah.
Cece can't take this, so she storms on the stage. She pulls the mic and threatens everybody in the room. She's like, yo, if anybody else has anything to say to my husband, I will drag you outside. We will handle this LA style. I gotta say, it was so funny and weird to watch you do this. Because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, first when I was watching it, I was like, why is she naming these streets that ain't dangerous? I was like,
The most not dangerous neighborhoods in LA. And as they said, parallel streets.
I love that moment. He's just like, I think those are parallel streets.
The corner of Fairfax and La Brea.
Those are parallel streets.
I'm not telling her that.
Yeah, they ain't coming at you. They're not connecting. These are not connecting. I will say it is very in tune with how my real personality is, though. Because I'm chill. I'll go with it. I'm fine. I got a thick skin. No problem. But if I saw somebody stand up and publicly make fun of someone that I love, the joy that would fill my body to walk up there and threaten violence.
We love violence so much.
I would be quick. It would be a threat. Really empty. Not that they need to know that. But it would just come, it comes over you.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny when it happens to you often, like you get kind of frozen in the moment. But for some people, but when it happens to someone you love like that, I was like, for sure, I'm taking the stage and being like, I don't know who you're laughing at because you're about to stop laughing real quick.
You know what reminds me
kill
of?
You all.
Do you guys do yourselves a favor? This is kind of what put Bill Burr on the map, who's also a New Girl alum, one of the greatest comedians of all time. He's in Philly, I want to say, and they're like booing people, like they booed the guy before him or something. So he goes on stage to defend, basically, and was like, and just destroyed the audience. He got on stage and roasted the shit out of them to the point where they went from booing to laughing. And he was just like, he was like the best part. He was like, Philly. He was like, you guys are, the only statue you have is of Rocky. He's like, he's not even real. It's like, it's a fictional character. You guys couldn't produce anything better than a fictional character. He was so funny. That's what that
so
reminded
funny,
me
but
of.
that's so sweet. That's like love-based rage.
Yeah.
You'd be like, how? Like this kid came out here and did something for you and you guys booed him? All right, let's flip the lens on you for a minute and see if you can handle it.
Oh,
I love
God.
that. It's sweet. So then Cece does this insane thing on stage, but it's what wins over Louise because that's her baby. And then this wife went up and stood up for her baby and she didn't do it. And she's like, that's my daughter. So it's a really nice moment between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law.
So now the whole gang, they're looking for the exit because they
Wait,
they
this
really
exchange between you and Jake is my funniest thing of Nick Miller being sort of like, oh my God, he's going to see us and be like so happy that we made it. And you're like, no, well, he's expecting us here. Like we're supposed to be here.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's going to see us. Going to be like, ah. And I said, no, he's going to see us and just be like, okay, cool. Yeah. Oh.
So funny. It's so true. If you've gone through all this effort and had all of these hurdles that no one else is aware of and you show up somewhere and they're like,
yeah, they have no idea what you just went through.
No idea. And you're like, your body feels like I need a bigger reaction.
Yeah. You better hug me. You better thank me. I need a parade.
Something.
I need you to shout me out in your speech. Let's go.
But they made all of that cash. And so they rented a limo and they get to leave in style.
That's right.
This, by the way, this ending of the episode, I'd forgotten. And it's so funny where they bump into Coach in the street.
Yeah.
And then he pretends to be angry that they didn't call and they didn't whatever. And then the joke, he flips it on at the end. He's like, man, I don't care. I'm into LA like 5 times. And everybody's cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Good episode.
Really good episode. I thought it was cool that we did a crossover.
Yeah, weird circumstance, right? It's somehow still such a good episode where we learn so much about Schmidt's character. We get this great moment with Coach. We get to see you and which doesn't happen. You know, Winston and Nick Miller in their own carved out storyline. All these really cool, funny moments happen. But it's hard, I'm sure, for the writers because they're doing it under this not in the universe structure.
You got to write for other. I wonder if they've switched up the writers' rooms too to have writers from Brooklyn Nine-Nine in our writer's room and vice versa. I wonder if that's kind of like, hey, we'll take two of your writers so we can at least write in their vein, like the style of voice of these characters.
Sure. I wonder how they did approach it.
I'm sure they did. That would have been smart. Although it still worked out nonetheless. Okay, Hannah, do you want to dive into the roomy message of the week?
I do. It is from Caitlin. Remember, you can also send us your questions at themessaroundpod@gmail.com. We will read them here on the pod and answer your question best we can. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Hannah and Lamorne. My boyfriend? BF, right? Boyfriend. And I are obsessed. I could also say best friend.
It could be.
But why is that BFF always? Because his best friend's forever? But that's not really best friend. I'm getting all torn up here.
This could be boyfriend. Could be bi-friend. Could be it could be my bi-friend and I.
All right, Caitlin. Hi, Hannah Lamorne. My boyfriend and I are obsessed with New Girl and even point out and yell, bear. See, these are my people. If we see or hear the word, no matter where or what we are doing. I have a theory about Coach that I haven't seen anyone online talk about before and was wondering if you all know about it or have any insight on it. Because New Girl and Brooklyn Nine-Nine have a crossover episode. They must be in the same universe. There's an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Damon plays Detective Stevie Shillings. Because this is in New York and Coach moves to New York and is missing from a few seasons, I've always said that he really is Stevie and is undercover as Ernie. Ooh, I can't wait to hear your thoughts. P.S. Lamorne, you should really think about doing a movie where Winston is undercover as James Wonder.
Oh, okay. So here's why it can't be. First of all, thank you, Caitlin. But it can't be. He can't be undercover as Ernie because we've known him as Ernie for years. Remember, we came up with him. So he could be undercover as Stevie.
Oh, it goes the other way.
Because we've known him as Ernie. He is Ernie for a long time. Like we've known him from like college days.
But maybe he's just like deep undercover personal life.
Like Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Like he's undercover as a child. Maybe.
I don't know.
He is
I don't
bigger
know, but
and
there's
stronger than
something
us.
there. I think we need to massage it a little bit, but there is something there if we're going to make 1 + 1 = 2. There is something a little
According
creative
to Terrence
in
Howard,
there.
it doesn't have to equal 2.
Yeah.
Well, why would 1 + 1 = 2? Do the math. Okay, sorry.
I do like the fact that I feel like we need almost like I need a whiteboard. I need to figure it out. I need to timeline Coach's time and then his time in New York. There's something there, especially with the cop thing, because you can have the undercover thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or, maybe his name is Stavernist. Some people call him Stevie and some people call him Ernie. It's just one of those names that can go either way. Sterny. Staverney.
Oh, God.
Something. We're working on it, Caitlin.
Irvy.
I like the idea.
All right. I mean, listen, I could buy it a little bit. We have to make something work. Undercover as Stevie, I say. He went in, he joined the force. Because when you're undercover, not everybody on the force knows you're undercover.
Sure. Also, sometimes you move to a new town and you just are like, I think I'm going to go by my middle name. We all know those people.
That's right.
All of a sudden, there's like, I need my own just reinvention. I can no longer be, Melissa. Please call me Jacqueline.
I know.
All right, Jacqueline.
I know. I've one of my dearest friends in the world. I'm always getting his name wrong.
I guess he goes by a different name now?
He goes by a different name. For a while there, it was like every year it was a different name. And then I was like, all right, bro, this is getting...
You're like,
so I introduce him as...
What are you
introduce him as somebody. Introduce him and then he'd be like, no, he'd correct me. And I'd be like... Ugh.
But now you're making it seem like I don't know you. Now it's getting weird. How am I introducing you?
I'm like,
when you're like, he doesn't know my name.
I know. It's really strange. But
we try our best.
We love him. That's right.
Love them.
Just like we love you, Caitlin, and we love. Actually, I do want to address something. You should really think about doing a movie where Winston is undercover as James Wonder. I agree. I agree. Let's get Love Rocket or Berkeley or Liz Murray. Well, somebody. Let's get one of the writers. Kim, Sophie, Rob, Eddie.
We have literally anybody. You could literally close your eyes and go into a hat with all the names of the New Girl writers. Pull it out. You're going to have one of the best comedy writers out there doing the thing.
Let's do it. Winston goes undercover as James Wonder. I am totally down for that. And I would love it. And I would do it. I wouldn't ask you for Jake Johnson money either. $1.2 million an episode that man made.
Wow.
I know. That was just on the 6th season. 7th season, he's making $3 million an episode. But that's neither here nor there.
He really negotiated up.
Yeah.
He figured it out.
I know.
He's a businessman.
He's a business man.
All right, you guys, we are going to be back next time with one of my favorite episodes, 605, Jaipur Aviv. Be sure to follow us on IG and TikTok at The Mess Around Pod. You can subscribe to The Mess Around Pod on the YouTubes. Okay, so click subscribe, do all the things. Buy our merch. We've got the cutest merch on planet Earth. Tag us in your photos. We'd love to see it.
The Mess Around is a HeadGum podcast created and hosted by Hannah Simone and Lamorne Morris. The show is produced by Wendy Heisler and engineered by Sam Rogich, with production support from Kyle Chevron and Ali Khan. Our executive producer is Anya Kanovskaya. Katie Moose is our VP of Content at HeadGum. Our theme music is by Ronald Jukebox Jackson. For more podcasts by HeadGum, visit headgum.com or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
That was a HeadGum podcast.